Namaste and welcome. This is the second of the basic breathing videos, and so in this video we're going to look at some of the actual techniques, whereas last time we looked at positions and spontaneous natural breath. So just remembering that with breathing, we take it gently, we take it easy, no straining, no forcing. And if anything makes you feel uncomfortable, really uncomfortable, or if it feels too awkward or it doesn't feel good to you, then stop. You don't have to do anything in yoga that doesn't suit you. So if that's the case, you can stop, and if you need to ask me any questions, just post a comment or contact me. I'm the Contented Yogini. So for this technique that we're going to do, our first one, we're going to come into lying down on your back. So you can do this sitting if you prefer, but if you're comfortable lying down on your back and just coming into that position. And last time I couldn't remember what this position was called with the knees bent, but it's constructive rest. That's what it's often known as. I'm just going to make sure I'm on the mat. Very good. And if, like me, you have your hair in a ponytail, you can take it out because it's much more comfortable for the back of the body, back of the head. So in constructive rest, you've got your knees bent, feet on the floor. And you can either have your feet wide and lean your knees together, which is restful for some people, or I prefer to just have my knees upright. And today, we're going to start with the arms wide away from the body, and if you can, turning the palms of the hands upwards. So taking a moment to soften the back of the body down towards the mat. Relax the features of your face, so make your forehead soft. Allow the area around your eyes to relax and your mouth and your tongue and jaw to release. And always starting with your natural spontaneous breath, becoming aware of your natural breath. Noticing the quality of it, the smoothness, the rhythm. Noticing the sensation of the breath, sensation of the clothes on the skin. Moving as you breathe. Noticing the coolness of air in the nostrils as you breathe in, and warmth of the breath as it leaves the body. And where possible, always trying to breathe through your nose. And if it's not possible, giving yourself a little bit of a break and breathing a little bit through your mouth whenever you need to. And the final thing you're going to try to notice is where your breath moves as you breathe. So which parts of your body are moving as you breathe. Hopefully the body is relaxed. Is your breath moving more under your collarbones, in your shoulders, the top of the chest? Does it feel like it's more into the rib cage, maybe underneath the arms? Or do you feel that your breath is lower down in your abdomen, maybe more towards your belly button? We breathe in different parts of the body for different reasons, and when our energy is altered in some way. We are gently trying to move our breath down into the lowest lobes of the lungs, because it allows us to have a really full breath, a deeper breath, a better exchange of oxygen in the lungs, and it's more relaxing for the body, calming for the mind. So to that end, we're going to bend the arms at the elbows and fold the hands onto the abdomen. Doesn't really matter where, as long as it's the soft part of your tummy underneath your ribs. Feel the contact of your hands and your body. And try to move your hands a little with your breath as you breathe. So it might be that your breath is already low. And as you breathe in and out, your hands move slightly up, slightly apart, slightly together, slightly down. So now you can deepen your breath. So now with a little bit of control, try to breathe a little deeper. There's no forcing or pushing of the tummy when we breathe. If you've been taught that in the past, try to forget it. We're simply allowing the breath to be drawn deep into the lobes of the lungs. And that more expansive breath has the action of lifting the bottom of the ribs, flattening the diaphragm a little bit more. And it appears to press the tummy out gently as we breathe in. And soften it a little back towards the spine as we breathe out. Continue in this way if it feels good. And if you are struggling or finding it challenging to move the breath down, then you can use something on top of the tummy that's not your hands. So a book, or I've got a block here. You're going to balance it on top of your tummy, over your belly button. And see if you can expand the breath just a little bit more to lift and lower that object as you breathe. I don't know if you can hear my tummy gurgling, but maybe you can hear your own tummy gurgling. And that naturally happens because this breath stimulates our lymphatic system, which has no circulation of its own. It's driven only by the muscular contraction in the body. And as you breathe deeply, try to relax your face completely. Softening the forehead, relaxing the eyes, the jaw, the tongue. And feel that relaxation soften other tension in the body. The shoulders are opening, relaxing down. The arms and the feet and the low back becoming heavy into the mat. The back of the head too, relaxing down. This deep breath that moves our abdomen is sometimes called abdominal breathing, but as we don't actually breathe with our abdomens, it's also more accurately known as diaphragmatic breathing, where we move the diaphragm just a little bit more with that deeper, more purposeful breath. It's one of the most sustaining, rejuvenating, and relaxing breaths that we can do. at the end of your next exhalation, just allowing your breath to fall back into its natural rhythm and removing anything that you've had resting on your tummy. Just resting it to the sides, opening the palms up towards the ceiling. Maybe rolling the head gently from side to side. It's quite a nice way to release any tension from the neck and shoulders. And then when you're ready to come up into an upright position again, rolling onto one side, taking a moment, maybe supporting your head with your hands on your side. And then whenever you're ready, you can lengthen your top leg away from you and use your top arm to press up into any comfortable seated position. Try to avoid sitting straight up from lying down on your back because you're more likely to cause yourself a damage that way. So this was diaphragmatic or abdominal breathing. You can practice this pretty much as often as you like, but if you want to get more familiar with your breath and progress your breath, try to practice 5 minutes of diaphragmatic breathing every day for the next week, and then we can move on to other techniques. Okay. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again with another breath video.